Today, we're discussing my tips for purchasing luxury.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hello, my darlings, it's Dion Dean. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be offering my tips for shopping luxury. Every time I do a luxury-ish video, I do get questions about how to purchase my first bag. Should I go pre-loved? Should I go in the store? So on and so forth. So I decided to give a luxury purchasing guide from my point of view as someone who has been in the industry since I was 17 when I got my nail license. I'm working as a makeup artist, as a visual merchandiser. Of course, you guys know my undergrad is in fashion merchandising and retailing. I have 2 graduate degrees in education, an unfinished doctorate in higher education, and a master's certificate in merchandising and consumer sciences. And I'm a fashion professor, adjunct fashion professor, merchandising and retailing. And I'm giving you all of that to say that I have been in and out of this industry. I don't consider myself a part of the fashion industry. I really consider myself a part of retailing and merchandising. And I say that to say at my core, I believe the fashion industry is a nasty business, and it is a business. And so when I talk to people about fashion and my enjoyment of fashion, I wouldn't say love, my enjoyment of fashion and dressing up and actually instructing students on fashion, you have to understand that it is a business. It is an art, absolutely. Creative directors are artists, designers are artists. I've worked with hundreds of them. But at the end of the day, it is a business. And so when you're going to, I don't want to say part with your money. I also don't believe that these things are investment. Let's say that too. These are things. I think they're here for our enjoyment at whatever level. And so I want you, when we're talking about this video, I really want you to understand that they are things. Okay. They are luxury things. Okay. We'll get into that. So, my first tip, and it's probably like an anti-tip, but my first tip is to actually, not an anti-tip, it's what I would recommend is to, before you decide to purchase a bag, whether it be your first bag, second bag, third bag, don't look at social media first. You definitely want to be inspired by those of us who enjoy luxury at whatever level, whether it's pre-owned, thrift, going into the store, purchasing it new, even counterfeit. I don't know if I want to talk about counterfeit. Y'all don't want to hear what I have to say about counterfeit. Professor Dean will come out during that talk. But at whatever level you want to purchase it, you need to go and actually see if you like the item. I get a lot of inquiries about, finding people bags, finding people Vuitton and Gucci, and even at the thrift store, find me this, find me that. Can you help me find that? Can you tell me if this is real or not? You have to go into the store, okay? Regardless of whether or how you purchase it, you need to go into the store and feel the vibe of that brand. Each time somebody does a personal shopping appointment with me, and I did this a lot in Dallas, I don't necessarily do it here with the exception of taking people to Sawgrass, or accompanying people to Sawgrass. You need to go into the store to see, number one, if you really like that item. Do you actually like it, or is it a lust? Is it where is that like coming from? Because when I ask people why, when somebody asks me to find them a bag, and I'm like, okay, so why? Like, what is it that you like about the brand? And they almost get offended. Like, what do you mean why? Yes, why? Because if you're spending thousands of dollars, or with counterfeit, if you're spending hundreds of dollars, even if it's $5, like, why do you want it? And that's something that I often talk about in the classroom is the why. You have to understand why. Is it the marketing that's pushing you? Are you being influenced? Or do you actually like the brand? My favorite brand is Gucci. My 2 favorite brands are Gucci and Fendi. And when I went to Italy in September, I realized why. Like, I really enjoy Italian fashion. I really enjoy the women that I saw and the love of aging. Like, the women who were over 50 were hitting it. Them 20-year-olds were getting no play. But I understand that about myself. I really enjoy the Italian brands. And that has developed over time because I've been to the different stores, right? So my first tip, I say that as we're 5 minutes in, if you want to get into this space, you have to go into the stores. And the professor in me would say you have to read the history of the brand. Do not give a brand $3,000 just because you've been influenced to. Make sure that it's something that you really love, enjoy, that is a part of your personal style. Like really, really know that for sure, before you part with any amount of your dollars. So if you want a Vuitton bag, go to a few boutiques. If you want Saint Laurent, if you want Givenchy, like you've seen, I window shop all the time, honey. I'm always in a Saks or a Neiman's or a Louis Vuitton, or yes, give me all the champagne. I'm gonna try on all the bags, yes, because I need to know that I want this bag, right? Go and see the style, see if it works with your vibe, like, and that's gonna be one of the tips too, is understand what your vibe is. Anyway, let's get into number 2, and then we'll get into personal style. So my second tip would actually to buy pre-loved. I have the disposable income to go in the store and purchase off the rack. I say off the rack, right? But it's not what I'm choosing to do with my money right now in this space and time. My focus right now is travel. I, after daddy transitioned and realizing that I kind of have my life back in a way, I want to see the world. There were places that my girlfriends went to, my friends went to, and all these trips from city went to that I did not allow myself. I could have gone, but I did not allow myself to go to those places because I am I was my dad's only child. I was being a daughter. Sometimes a martyr, but I made those choices. Right now that he's made his transition, I want to travel. I want to see the world, and I want to do it in business class, and I want guided tours. And so that's where my money is going right now. And so in order for me to have my cake and eat it too, I shop pre-loved. And so once you've gone into the store and you're like, you know what? And you've done your research and you're like, you know what? I want that Saint Laurent. I want that Vuitton. I want that Gucci bag. You guys know how in love I am with Alessandro Michele, right? And I wanted everything in the mainline stores, but it just was not in my budget at that time. That isn't what I wanted to spend my money on. And so I went to the outlets. And so I actually have this bag as I'm talking about it, you guys, and I will leave a link to the video where I got this bag. This is a part of the Gucci Ghost collection under Alessandro Michele. Of course, he's no longer the creative director, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about Gucci at this point, because I don't know anything about this new creative director. The world doesn't know, right? But I got this at the outlet, right? And so I saw it in the store. I wanted it, and that's another tip. Be patient. Just because you see it doesn't mean you need to have it right now. And so I was very patient, and I was able to get this bag. And there were a few other bags at the outlet that I'll probably get, because now that he's no longer the creative director, I'm thinking that they're going to send more pieces to the outlet, which is great for me, right? So I say shop pre-loved, shop the outlet. The second item that I'm going to show you is actually from Saint Laurent. And it's another example of an item that I saw or have seen. I think they're still in the store. So this is Saint Laurent. This is the box. You guys know that I keep all of my items in boxes, right? I like to have an unboxing every time I open my my item. So this is a pair of Saint Laurent shoes that I can't even tell you how long I've been wanting these shoes. Years. It's been years. I can't say whether it's 3, 4, or 5 years. But so these are a pair, and let me see if the name is on the box. These are a pair of Vernis Chiffon Nero Lasudo something. I'll show you, because it says it right there. Can you guys see? So I got these off of the Real. I waited and hunted and refreshed, and they finally made their way. Somebody finally released it to their wardrobe, and so from the wardrobe. So I've been wanting this shoe for a very long time. And my husband was tired of us. Every time we went to Aventura, every time we went to the design district, I'm like, I'm gonna go try on my shoe. He's like, are you gonna buy this shoe? Not for $1,000, I'm not. And so I want to say that these are, it says right here. These, I was going to say $8.95, but they are hold on. They are $7.95 in store. If you follow me on Instagram, I am Dean. You saw that I got these for $2.50 and 20% off. I'm gonna let that simmer with y'all, okay? Yeah. 500, almost $600 off of these shoes just by purchasing them pre-loved. Some of you may want an item brand new, and I get it, especially if it's your first item. But for me, I will see it in store and I will wait patiently. That's another thing. Like I said, I'm a patient shopper. And so here's the wear on the bottom. I got them for my birthday. So this is one of the birthday gifts to myself. Actually, you don't see any of my Alexander Wang bags, guys, because I sent them to the Real. And so this was one of the items that I got with my earnings. So second tip, go in store, shop pre-loved. Actually, let me keep these up because let me keep this out because this is going to be part of my third tip. So my third tip, do you remember these? I have not worn these, guys. I got them at the Gucci outlet. I will leave a video up here. Got these at the Gucci outlet and I have not worn them, okay? And so I would say you really have to understand your personal style. I am gonna wear these, but if I would have, no, I am gonna wear these. I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna wear these. However, another option would have been to get just the all black with the emblem because that's my personal style. I'm gonna wear these. They were $2.95, so I wasn't gonna leave them at the store. I just have to wait for like the most perfect, wonderful, fabulous outfit, right? And so for me, what I would say is if you are getting into the game of luxury, I feel like your first piece should be something that you're going to wear day in and day out. And for me, that's emblem, not logo. Okay, so my third tip is emblem versus logo because, and I'm gonna show you again, these are being worn tomorrow. I'm going to lunch tomorrow and I already have an outfit for these. They're all black emblem, like easy peasy. The second pair of shoes, and all of my shoes are emblem, not logo. These are, you want to talk about favorite shoes? These are my favorite shoes. Every spring and summer, I love these shoes. And they wear well. I've worn these a lot, guys, and this is the only wear that is showing. This is the V logo. Emblem, not logoed out, right? And so for me, this is more my style, and I can wear it with more things because I don't have to match. I don't have to match the logo, right? I don't have to. It's easier for me to wear. Hold on. I'm going to leave the camera on because there's another pair of logo that I want to show you. And that is, or another example. So great doing videos in here, right? Another V logo shoe, right? And it's all red. It's just easy. It's just a red shoe. I don't have to match anything. And then also, this is a trend in my wardrobe. Like when we talk about personal style, this is my personal style. I prefer emblem, not logo. So these are the Balenciaga knife points, emblem, not logo. So I think that if you're building your wardrobe and you want to get into this luxury game, find things that you are going to wear day in and day out. If you get something and it's hard to pair, it's going to be hard to wear. And so you just want to be careful of that as you get into this luxury game. All right, let's get into tip number 4. Okay, so the next tip I'm going to give you is to look for brands. Again, if you've never owned a Vuitton bag, if you've never owned a Prada bag or a Saint Laurent bag or Givenchy, I totally get it. That can be your splurge. If you're open to it, you can get some other brands that are lower tier, still expensive. Let's be clear, still expensive. Less expensive, but still have that wow factor, right? Because for the most part, and I'm in that space with luxury where I'm just like, like they're literally just putting labels on something and call it luxury because it has the label. It's like a tank with a Prada logo, and again, I'm I'm party to this, right? Shoe with just the logo, and that's luxury. To me, luxury should be like when you see it, it's new, it's avant-garde, there's something special about it, there's something like wow about it. So, I'm kind of, in both spaces. That being said, look for pieces that are luxury, but just on a lower tier. And so I'm going to give you some examples because these two, specifically these shoes, and again, I don't have ready to wear because they do not wear, well, with the exception of Gucci, most brands do not go up in size, right? And so it's going to be very accessory heavy. These J.W. Anderson sandals. Let me tell you something. These were the toast of Italy. You hear me? These J.W. Anderson, I do not remember how much I paid for them. I did not pay this price, but they were $6.50 at Bergdorf's. I got them this summer in the Bergdorf sale. They were $6.50. I want to say that I got them for $2.50. And so $6.50 is a lot of money, okay? Nothing is these at. These are a luxury sandal, J.W. Anderson, and he actually designs for Loewe. And so Jonathan Anderson, same designer. This is his eponymous this under his name brand. I always get that word. I cannot, the British in me. But he also does design for Loewe. So you're getting the Loewe brain under his brand. So this is a luxury item. Those who know. Those who don't. But this is the kind of shoe where when you wear it, they're like, oh, you know your stuff, okay? So it's not a Saint Laurent, it's not a Gucci, it's not a Prada, but it is designer. And so think about possibly going that route, right? Another item that I got, which is these shoes. Oh my God. I saved up for these shoes, by the way. I paid full price for these shoes. I want to say these were Did I do a video on this? If I did, I will put a link up here. These were $5.50. I paid full price, guys. You know Dion Dean don't pay full price, honey. Is the bill in here? How much were they? Hold on. They were, yep, $5.20. They are the Le Caronde. Oh my gosh. And these are so bad. I'm looking for them in pink as well. Oh Lord, they got a little bit of toe crust. Okay, don't judge me. Because you can see I wear my shoes. These shoes right here. Oh my gosh. I love these shoes. The square and the round. When you wear these, people are just like, what's that? Who's that? What's going on? Love these shoes. Special, designer, luxury, but it doesn't have to be one of the big brands, one of the heritage brands, right? And so Simon Jacquemus, Jacques, is it? Anyway, Jacquemus. I know his name is Simon. What's the last name? There we go, Jacquemus, just in case you're wanting to know. So again, luxury, designer, just not one of those big brands. And you know what? You know how I found out about these shoes? I went to an event and a young lady had them on and I was like, oh, what is that? And I bought them. So again, luxury, designer, just not one of the bigger brands, one of the more well-known brands. So my last tip, guys, would be to wait out the trends. So we are officially in Fashion Month. I believe New York Fashion Week starts today or this weekend or tomorrow. And we have New York, we have Paris, we have London, we have Milan. You're going to see a lot of fashion in your feeds if you follow fashion influencers and content creators. And I want you to enjoy what you're seeing. I want you to watch. I do encourage you to watch the shows, watch your favorite influencers and content creators as they travel across the globe and bring us the most amazing content and amazing fashion. But I want you to be cognizant, again, that this is a business, right? And so a lot of information, a lot of marketing is going to be coming our way with the expectation that we are going to want to purchase these items when they do make it into the stores, right? So be wise. Again, this is a business. So I want you to enjoy what you're watching, but do wait before you start to make that purchase. purchase before you start following trends, because this is a business, guys. I enjoy this industry. I say that I'm fashion adjacent because I'm in the classroom, or was in the classroom teaching this stuff. And of course I am a content creator, but for me, my social media platforms are my interpretation of how I dress and how I move in this world. So I don't necessarily consider myself an influencer. I do consider myself a content creator, but I just want to show you my interpretation of style, okay? And so I get influenced as well. Listen, the reason why I go to the stores is because I want to see what all the influencers have been showing us and what's on the runway. I want to enjoy it too. I want to touch it and feel it and try it on. And there's nothing wrong with that. The issue is that when we are influenced past our own wisdom. And so we need to really be wise consumers and understand if we really want that item, which is fine, or is it something that we've been influenced to buy? Because in this current season, trends are coming at us so quick. I mean, literally each season they have a new bag and a new colorway and it's like, and you feel frantic. You feel the anxiety, like I have to have it, I have to have it, I have to have it. And you don't. You can wait it out, as I did with my shoes that I've been looking at for years, or like my Dior, my Dway slides. They come up with a new one like every season. Like there's literally, I feel like 20 different styles on the site, and I want each of them, but I'm just gonna wait till they get on the real world, honey, just like these did. No, there's actually a pair of shoes. Don't judge me, because the next video may be me at Vuitton, honey. There are a pair of shoes that I've been waiting on that have not gotten to the real yet. My husband's like, just buy them, because they're not going to. Listen, it's been years, so this video may be all for naught. But yes, wait out the trends. All right, so I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you want me to dive into more of my brain and how I think about style and fashion, let me know in the comment section. Give me a like, and I'm actually going to include my fashion book list that I share with my students in the classroom if you do want to learn more about fashion and style. So yeah, that's it. Love you guys so much, and happy Fashion Month. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye. Mwah.
I never ran, said no, man, I still go, go, go.